Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're starting our Venus set, Venus the Melodic set. Before we begin, of course, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Predict how we're going to do. We're facing against a very mixed tier OU heavy team in Roserade, Drapion, Electivire, Gliscor, Weavile, and Gyarados. So a very intimidating team, but I do think we stack up quite well against it. What did we choose as a lead here? Apologies if I sound nasally in this set. I think I'm getting a little bit sick because of the cold weather. Also just not feeling good in general. So apologies if I sound nasally. So we lead off with the Rosario lead. And our opponent leads off with the Drapion here. So I opt to just go for Sleep Powder because we do outspeed Drapion. But we do successfully put to sleep. So the plan is to put to sleep and set up spikes. As you'll see in this video, we're testing wise was kind of iffy, so we're still trying to work out the kinks in this team, so you'll kind of see it throughout this set as well. So we set up our spikes as we said, and now we can't really touch Drapion, so I think we just opt to continue. We set up another layer or we switch out here. I think we switch out here and go into Rhydon, the double dancing dino. Hopefully with the double dancing dino we can get some good damage on our opponent's team. The more damage we do to the team, the better. This team isn't really meant for a brawl to like take hits as well. It's just meant to more give out the damage. I know we have some fat mons in Melodic and Blissey, but they can only do so much. So with dancing dino here, hopefully we can get the Swords Dance, Rock Polish off, and then we can just destroy things. So Victor withdraws Drapion and goes right out into Bruce Wayne, so Gliscor. Yes, very good name for Gliscor, Batman. So there goes our Rock Polish. Obviously we're not in a position to stay in. And we get the Toxic Orb off, so that's the exact way to use Gliscor. We decide to risk it for the biscuit here. I'm gonna think he's gonna set up his own pair of rocks. So I go for Swords Dance, so now I'm at the Dancing Dino, I'm at 2-2. He defogs, so that's good for us. Now we can hit this thing hard with our neutral rock slide, neutral stab rock slide, I might add, if we can connect. And of course we miss, and here comes that EQ, definitely going to destroy us here. As you can see, yeah, I mean, if that was Eviolite, I think we would have eaten that way better. I think that would have been a 3-co possibly. And here comes our rock slide. If we landed the first one, look, we could have knocked out the Gliscor this turn, but sadly we don't. Walden going down here. There's no 100% accurate rock move, which is unfortunate. And it's unfortunate we did get the miss there. That was a 2-co on Gliscor. Regardless, I don't think anything outspeeds besides like a priority ice shard from that Weavile with his back. So we send out Venus now. We know this thing doesn't get like toxic, I don't think, so I thought it was safe. Let's just go for Ice Beam and knock this thing out. Gliscor is obviously very fast, so he's probably gonna get his move off before mine, but it's okay. My Melodic should be bulky enough to take most hits from this thing. There comes that knockoff, and that's most expected. No rocks though on my side yet, so that's pretty good for us. There's that Ice Beam. Gonna knock out Bruce Wayne. So Bruce Wayne is gone. Batman is gone. We don't get our lefties recovery, unfortunately. But now I'm gonna predict Gyarados comes out next. Though we do have Haze for the D-Dance, so we're not too scared yet. So how comes Alphonse his own Rosary? That's right, he has a Rosary in the back. Obviously we're not gonna switch in. This thing could be specs. Of course I'm running a more defensive hazard setting variant. So I send out Queendom because I can resist both stabs. I thought that was just a better switch in. Of course, Blissey is always an option as well, but Rosary hits a little bit too hard for my comfort. So here comes that Sludge Bomb. As you can see, even neutral, it still does a fair chunk of damage to my Vespiquen. I know Vespiquen isn't the bulkiest things, but still, it's a Vespiquen, you know. And we go for Power Gem, predicting a switch into Gyarados. I think this is the turn we do that Power Gem move. Of course there's Aromatherapy. I forget for what. Oh, that's right, the Drapion was asleep. That's right. And power gem, so we're gonna do a little chunk of damage. Of course, we could have set up some defend orders. We are pressure stalling this thing. I mean, that's what this Vespiquen is built to do, to defend order, build up his defenses, and just dish out as much damage as possible, healing up, stalling out some PP, and hopefully it's enough bulk to take all the damage and chip the opponent down quick enough. So there's that Sludge Bomb. We go for our Stab Bug Buzz here. That's going to do more damage to the Roserade. Constantly healing, so I think he's going to switch out predicting my roost. I think that's the turn. I have that written down on my notes. What do y'all think, by the way, if I were to switch to live commentary for Scarlet Violet? That would make it a lot easier for me in terms of recording, because I could record the battle, commentate. You would know my thought process live, and like not this post commentary where I see what I did and I can explain my actions. That way you can catch me like what I did right then and there. I don't know, I think that would be quite fun. Not gonna lie, doing these post commentary type that's what causes the stall in the content mostly as well, because I'm not able to record, you know what I mean? So I don't know, what do y'all think about that? Let me know down below. I'm totally down to try it when we reach Scarlet Violet. He switches out Roserade. Out comes to the Electivire, their most appropriate switch in as we go for our Roost. Restore our health all the way up to full, and now we are forced to switch here. I think we switched. We lost our counter in Walden, so I believe our next switch in is Nanny McPhee, because you know Electivire can be both physical and special, right? As you see it in our Ardos set. Ooh, excuse me, there is construction downstairs, so if you heard that bang, apologies. So here comes that Thunder Punch. Gonna do a fair chunk of damage to us. And of course, we're running the risk right now of Electivire running Brick Break and Cross Chop. Again, referred back to that Ardos set. But we have to go on the offensive here. We have to hit Ice Beam. Hopefully, we can get the freeze on it. Here comes that Brick Break. Gonna do a lot of damage. We are able to eat one hit. And here comes that Ice Beam, doing a fair chunk of damage. And we do get the freeze on this threat right here in that Electivire. So that is perfectly fine with us. You know, we're starting our HP. We could set up sub, but we don't want to risk, right? So I believe we go into Rosario or Riley. Oh, we would go into Riley. It wouldn't make sense for Riley. Well, he switches out because he's frozen stiff. And we go out into he goes into Veronica, and we go into Arcanine. So we can hit anything hard with our Choice Banded Flare Blitz. Again, we're running Flash Fire over the Intimidate. Intimidate is probably better, but again, in a team builder, I said I thought the immunity is better in this case, because if we get the flame boosted, Choice Banded Stab, Flare Blitz is off, that's going to do a lot of damage. So Drapion goes down. Of course, Drapion isn't taking that, and we take a 4th HP in return. This is Banded Arcanine showing off its power right now. Out comes Cobra Kai. Now, I don't know how much a Banded Flare Blitz would do to Gyarados. We are Intimidate, so it's good to see it's not Moxie. But we are at neutral attacks. We are actually forced to switch. And we go out into Milotic here. We go out into Sexy Gyarados to counter the atrocious looking Gyarados. Both shiny Gyaradoses, Gyarados up here. So here comes that D-Dance. We have Haze for this purpose to block out the stat changes and prevent him from sweeping. So we're actually gonna go for Scald first, because we know we're confident enough to take one hit even at +2 like this. So we're gonna try to get the burn first. We're gonna try to expose that item as well. So we're gonna try to get the burn with the Scald. If we can get the burn with the Scald, that will be huge for us. Fortunately, not this turn. But we do see the leftovers expose. Can we go for Scald, see if we can expose its Lum as well? We're now going to go for the Haze, knowing that a move is coming. Here comes that EQ. We're going to eat that decently, not that good. And here comes our Haze. So its stats are completely reset. We have another opportunity to hit Scald again and probably get the burn, or we can recover. I know we can eat any one hit. I think this is the fully defensive Milotic. So here comes that EQ. Can we eat it? No, we actually can't eat it. Never mind. I retract. That crit probably mattered. I think that crit mattered that time. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, we lost another one of our walls. So now we gotta decide what we're gonna do. We still have chance in this game. I know Gyarados is quite scary. I think we can do something with this. We have Rosario. Now we know we outspeed. We can hit it hard with a Sludge Bomb. We go for Sleep Powder, trying to put this thing to sleep. But as you can see, he's gonna actually withdraw and go out into his frozen Electivire to soak up the sleep status. So very smart play on my opponent's part here. And we're gonna hit Sludge Bomb now, because if we can chip this thing down, we're gonna chip this thing down. He's frozen stiff right now, and we're gonna hit Sludge Bomb, do absolutely a lot of damage to it. And we're gonna finish it off with another Sludge Bomb, as long as it stays stiff. Yes, the Electivire is frozen stiff. That's why you use your morning wood early, you know what I mean? Electivire goes down, so we're still in this matchup, mind you. So he still has Gyarados in the back we gotta deal with, and Weavile. So Weavile is also the big threat here we gotta deal with. Nice shiny Weavile. So we can stay in if we so choose, but we also are opting out to go into Riley here, I believe. Riley would be the best option. No, we're actually staying in. Okay, I don't have this part written down, so it might get a little cluttery. So obviously he goes first, he outspeeds, and we're gonna hit the Sludge Bomb, because what are the chances this is a Focus Sash Weavile? It's obviously not Life Orb. We don't know if it's banded or not. We're opting to leave Rosario in, see if he'll switch up his moves. But judging by the choice in hindsight, it might be a banded one. Because why not use your Ice Stab? I think he was predicting Arcanine coming in. So of course we outspeed now, right? We outspeed because of our extreme speed. So that's gonna knock out Weavile right here. So big damage on Weavile. Weavile goes down. And out comes the Gyarados, Cobra Kai. So we can just hit extreme speeds, right? I mean, we're intimidated, we're at neutral, but we have to stay in now, right? I mean, we have to do as much damage to this thing as possible. Are we actually switching? We are actually switching. OMG. Why? Free D-Dance is coming up right here. I guess you want to get the harder hit. Any chip damage would be... Any type of chip damage is better on this thing than nothing. I think we should have done the E-Speed here, then switch out into Vespiquen. I think that would have done more damage. So now we're forced to go Power Gem. So we definitely didn't play this part well. Here goes that Ice Fang, going to do a lot of damage to us. Unfortunately, no flinch, no freeze. I do get the super effective Power Gem off. Going to do it about a quarter of its health. Yeah, so I definitely think we played that one wrong. We definitely could have E-Speed and done a little more damage. And then switched out into Vespiquen. Well, then I think we would have been stuck in the same situation, I think. So we're stuck and we're just gonna do Power Gem because we can't risk it. I mean, we could have probably switched into Arcanine there, but the Waterfall sounded too good, you know what I mean? Because Vespiquen's already that weak, Waterfall is gonna knock it out regardless. So I don't think we're in a position to switch either. If we did make the switch and make that hard read, I definitely think we could have gotten... No, I think we would still be in the same situation here. Intimidate Arcanine would have been much more helpful here, but now we're stuck. We have to click extreme speed on this +1. Look at that. If we got the extreme speed off earlier, I think we could have done a little bit more damage to it. This Gyarados instead, but as you can see, Waterfall's just gonna knock us out. And Blissey's too weak now to actually do anything. So Gyarados is gonna come up with the win here, reverse sweep my opponent's behalf. So congratulations to him for pulling that off. We sit at 0-1. Again, we're working the kinks out of this team still, so hopefully stay tuned for the next one. It gets better. I promise it gets better. With that being said, yes, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing and leaving your feedback down below. I appreciate that so much, and I hope you have a great day. Until then, I'll see you all next time.